Welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the second movie on my list of every single Scooby Doo movie, and that movie is Scooby Doo and the Ghoul School. So, for those of you who don't know, Scooby Doo and the Ghoul School is a Scooby Doo movie where essentially Scooby, Shaggy, and Scrappy, they go to this school, and obviously it's a ghoul school, and it's the school with a whole bunch of girl monsters, basically, and Shaggy becomes a gym teacher, and kind of Scooby and Shaggy help him out as well. And basically, they go there, they teach the girls how to be better at sports, and then there's this Cruella who kind of tries to take over them and use them as her minions, and yeah, that's basically the plot. So just like Scooby Doo meets the Boo Brothers last week, this is not necessarily a typical Scooby Doo film, because instead of just like trying to solve a mystery, it's Scooby, Shaggy, and Scrappy are just like, they're just hanging out with ghosts basically, and then they'll get kidnapped and they have to try and rescue the girls. And that's basically the whole plot. And also the fact that the whole gang's not there, that's also something that is fairly untypical of Scooby Doo. But yeah, so this does make for a semi-unique Scooby Doo movie, and unlike the Boo Brothers, where I really like the uniqueness, I don't necessarily love the stray from the schema in this film. Don't get me wrong, I still really liked it. It's still a really enjoying movie. I really liked it as a kid. It's just not one of my favorite Scooby Doo films. It is nice to see real monsters and just seeing the daughter of Dracula, the daughter of the Phantom, daughter of the Mummy, just like typical scary monsters that are very common in Scooby Doo. We see their kids and how they're all actually friendly monsters, and I thought that was unique. At least it's just cool to see the nice monsters. Some of the little kiddo monsters are really cute, especially Tanis, the little mummy. She's so adorable, I love her. Some of the other girls, basically all the girls have one characteristic. So they're pretty one-dimensional characters, but I still really enjoy the fact that we got to see some real monsters, and the fact that we got to see little kids and how they're not evil like you would expect monsters to be. And yeah, I just really like that in general. Something that I didn't like, however, is that basically almost every other line in this film is a pun. For example, there's the daughter of Dracula, and literally almost all of her lines are either fantastic or I'm batty or just something along those lines of bat puns. There's so many bat puns. There's so many just in general. Shaggy makes so many puns. Every one of the girls makes puns, and just I felt like every other line was a pun, and it just got a little much for me. I like puns, don't get me wrong. They are pretty funny, and Shaggy uses them a lot in Scooby-Doo, but every second line it felt and it was just too much for me. So at the beginning of this review, I mentioned the plot of the film, and how it basically follows Shaggy and Scooby when they go to become gym teachers, and then eventually Cruella comes and tries to kidnap the girls. And to me, it's you almost have two separate films almost. There's the part where Shaggy and Scooby are just trying to help the girls win the volleyball game and get a trophy. That's cool and all. And then Cruella just kind of pops in the third act, and I think maybe they could have developed her a little more. I don't know. She just kind of felt a little out of place. She just came out of nowhere, stole the girls, and then they went to her castle. That was basically it. I mean, it's a kids movie. It's very short. It's only 80 something minutes long. So again, they could have made it longer maybe to give her some more time at the beginning. But as it stands, it's not terrible. I just kind of wish that we got some more Cruella maybe, just so that she felt like a bigger threat throughout the film. That being said, I did actually really like the third act of this film. I really like the first two acts, where it's just Scooby and Shaggy getting to know the girls, and how we see them go from super scared of everything to actually accepting it all, and I thought that was really good. I liked the third act as well. I really like all of the scenes in Cruella's castle. I especially like Mirror Shaggy, the mirror monster. That was so scary as a kid. I was terrified of Mirror Shaggy. Not as scary rewatching it now, I must admit, but I thought that it was a really cool monster. I also really like the scene where Scooby, Shaggy, Scrappy, and Matches are all in the well monster. I don't know if it's called the well monster, but there's that monster in this well, and they have to throw a ball to climb up with him. I really liked that scene as a kid. I liked it again when I was rewatching it. And just in general, there's some cool scenes in that castle, and just in general, I really like the third act. So that's actually basically all I have to say today. A very short review here. I just couldn't think of a whole lot to say about this film. It's a good film. It's not my favorite Scooby Doo film, so as I get into the ratings here, I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. I still really enjoy this film. If you like Scooby Doo, watch it. It's not a terrible Scooby Doo film by any means. I just didn't like it as much as the Boo Brothers, and I don't like it as much as some of the other films that I remember are going to be coming up later on this list. So I think a 7 out of 10 is a fair judgment of this film, where I can go up for the better ones and down for the worst ones. So yeah, that's all I have to say today. So if you guys did enjoy this video. Next week, I'm going to be reviewing Scooby Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf. That will again come out at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on Monday. So make sure you leave a like down below and subscribe if you're new around here so you can see when that video comes out. If you want to see last week's review on Scooby Doo meets the Boo Brothers, you can check that out on screen right here. And yeah, if you want more updates on my videos, check out my Instagram, ntd_films. Thank you guys all for watching, and have a good day.